Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today, man? So today we're checking out some John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Roads. All right, this one's been highly suggested through my John Denver reactions. I think I saw a live version too, so I want to hear the studio, and then maybe later on we'll hear the live down the line a little bit. So I remember a streamer, a Twitch streamer that went viral for singing this on his channel. Didn't know at the time it was John Denver. Didn't even know who John Denver was, so I'm excited to hear the original, where it came from. Like I said, that guy went viral, and I haven't ever heard the whole song, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into it right here. John Denver, Take Me Home, Country Roads. Make sure we got this turned up, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So thank you guys for rocking with me, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, I think the live version I saw of this is also, so I did any song from a live. It's from the Wildlife I guess footage that he did, and I want to say that's also where the live of this one's from. So I look forward to checking that one out, but I want to dive in and hear the original full all the way through. Let's go ahead and check it out, man. Thank you guys for rocking with me today. Here we go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home.
It's a good feeling song.
Take me home, country roads.
That's a good feeling song, man. You know, John Denver's music, man, it's like a warm blanket, bro. It really is. You know, when you're so cold and you get under that warm blanket, man, it's like, okay, everything feels good again. Like, everything feels right again. I'm normal. I'm chill. That's this, man. John Denver's that warm blanket, man. He's just amazing to listen to. It's like, I don't want to say soulful as in soul music, like, because when I think soul music, I'm thinking like the big jazzy vibes and stuff like that, soul singers. But it is soul music in the sense that it connects right with your soul. It is in that way. What John Denver is doing here, man. What are we, about 3 songs in on John Denver now, and every one of them is just feels great. You know what I mean? Man, I look forward to getting more into his catalog. I really do, man. I live for this kind of stuff right here, man. So John Denver, we're gonna learn a little bit about this song, the Blue Ridge Mountains, man. I've been there once, man. I went to Virginia only once. Well, I went there for schooling. That was completely different. I went there for my boot camp, or A school, I should say. That's very different. We went there years back now. I don't know if it's been like 4 years or 5 years back now. I don't remember exactly. It has to probably be like 5 years back. We went there to visit some of my wife's family. Her mom's from there originally. So we went there to go visit her mom, her grandparents. And we went up to the Blue Ridge Mountains, man. And I'm scared of heights, man. So the mountains were kind of trippy, beautiful, but trippy too. I was kind of like, ooh, man, I'm feeling it, the vertigo kicking in. But to hear that mentioned in the song, hear West Virginia mentioned in the song, you know, just hearing about how this affects him and this place affects him is just lovely, man. He feels like he should have been home yesterday. You know what I mean? It's always calling back to him. He likes that. I could imagine if you're from those kind of areas, you come to these bustling cities with this big career, you become this rock star, this star, and it just all feels different. I imagine you're getting called home pretty frequently, man. That your soul is wanting that comfort of being back to where you're used to and where you're chilling in the skies. You know, there's not city lights blocking the sky. You can go out there, like I said, maybe some moonshine, tear in his eye, you know, just reminiscing and living in this beautiful area that is get away from that crazy life, you know. So for people like that, especially if you're from the city and you blow up, it's not a big deal. But if you're from the country, the rural areas, and you blow up the way that maybe John did in this time, I could imagine, yeah, you're getting called back home, man. Your spirit is asking to go relax back at a place that's familiar to you, man. And he clearly had a love for Rocky Mountain High and now Take Me Home Country Roads. He had a love for the places that he came from, the nature, the scenery, the beauty of it all, man. He had a call in to go back. So let's learn a little bit about this one. So you got right here, man, Take Me Home Country Roads, released by John Denver in 1971. The songwriters on this one is Bill Danoff, Taffy, Nivert, and John Denver on this one, considered country and folk. Take Me Home Country Roads, also known simply as Country Roads, is a song written by Bill, Taffy, and John. It was released as a single performed by Denver on April 12, 1971, peaking at number 2 on Billboard Hot 100 singles, man. The song is considered a symbol of West Virginia. In March 2014, it became one of 4 official state anthems of West Virginia. In 2023, the song was selected by the Library of Congress for inclusion in the National Recording Registry. There we go. Inspiration for the title line had come while Taffy and Bill, who were married, were driving along Clopper Road in Montgomery County, Maryland, to a gathering of Nivert's family in Gaithersburg, with Nivert behind the wheel while Danoff played his guitar. I just started thinking country roads. I started thinking of me growing up in Western New England and going on all these small roads. Danoff said it didn't have anything to do with Maryland or any place. It's just the feeling of being on those deserted kind of country roads. To Danoff, the lyric, the radio reminds me of home far away, in the bridge is quintessentially West Virginian, an allusion to when he listened to the program's Saturday Night Jamboree broadcast from Wheeling, West Virginia on WWVA at his home in Springfield, Massachusetts during his childhood in the 1950s. Danoff was influenced by friend and West Virginian actor Chris Sarandon and the members of the West Virginia Commune who attended Danoff's performances. Of the Commune members, Danoff remarked, "They brought their dogs and were a very colorful group of folks, but that is how West Virginia began creeping into the song." While the song was inspired by Danoff's upbringing in Springfield, Massachusetts, he didn't want to write about Massachusetts because he didn't think the word was musical. So it says, when Danoff and Nivert ran through what they had had of the song they had been working on for about a month, planning to sell to Johnny Cash, Denver decided he had to have it, which prompted them to abandon plans for the sale. The verses and chorus were still missing a bridge, so 3 of them went about finishing it. So that's interesting, man. This was about to be a Johnny Cash song until John Denver said, I gotta have that, man. Let me do this one, man. And I don't know, man. I know a little bit about Johnny Cash. I know a little bit about John Denver. I feel like this is definitely more of a John Denver song. Sure, Johnny Cash could have delivered, but you got to imagine it would have sounded nothing like what we just got here, right? They have 2 completely different styles, but I'm sure Johnny could have made a hit out of it. Johnny should have covered it at least. That would have been great to hear his version, his take on it, man. Nivert got out the encyclopedia to learn more about West Virginia. The first thing she encountered was the rhododendron, I think is how you say that, the state flower. So she kept trying to work with the word into the song. That flower was the title that Nivert had written down on the lyric sheet, which they later sent to ASCAP. The three stayed up till 6 a.m., changing words and moving lines around. When they finished on the morning of Wednesday, December 30th, 1970, Denver announced that the song had to go on his next album. Later that night, during Denver's first set, Denver called his two collaborators back to the spotlight, where the trio changed their career trajectories, reading the lyrics from a single handheld, unfolded piece of paper, according to Lynn Jaffe, a Washington, D.C. based singer-songwriter who attended the show where Denver premiered the song. This resulted in a 5-minute standing ovation. The next day was Denver's 28th birthday. They recorded it in New York City in 1971. Take Me Home, Country Roads is written in the key of A major. So, their first time premiering this song, he sang it on stage with the trio of them up there holding a piece of paper, and they got a 5-minute standing ovation from this. He knew he had it, but it sounded like from the minute he heard them explain to him the song and read off of it, he said, that has to be mine. I need that song. It's like it was meant to be, right? That's destiny, man. And then he went on to perform it like that, got a 5-minute standing ovation. I'm glad they changed the name and didn't use the State Flower as the title, because I wouldn't be able to comfortably pronounce this song, and I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have been able to. And maybe that would have made it a little bit harder to sell. But Take Me Home, Country Roads, definitely a better title. Easier to say, I would say. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed rocking with me and learning a little bit about the song right here, man. Very dope to always dive into the history of it and gain some of this knowledge, man. I like that. Some knowledge I could share with other people in the future when I share this music, all right? Well, hope you guys enjoyed, man. Let me know more from John Denver that you guys want me to check out, whether it be studio, live, however it is. All right, thank you guys for rocking with me today. I hope y'all enjoyed, man. If y'all enjoyed rocking with me, please consider becoming a member here on my YouTube or Patreon for as little as $3, man. It's a great way to give back to the channel. If you're enjoying the content I'm producing, man, don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out the descriptions down below if you're interested in making donation requests, man. All the information is down there. Thank you guys for rocking with me once again. I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.